Please, yo, what is this news about Igbos that I'm hearing flying all over social media? Eh? That Igbos are indigenous in some part of northern Nigeria. Wonder shall never end. I went to Facebook, I saw the video. I went to TikTok, I saw the video. I went to X, Twitter, I saw the video that Igbos are indigenous in some part of northern Nigeria, Adamawa precisely. I say, what thing concern Igbo concern northern Nigeria? Who is pushing this propaganda and what does the person wants to gain at the end of the day? Eh? Please, let me just allow you to listen to the video briefly. Then I'll come back to tell you something that you need to know. Please, listen to this.
Last time, I talked about the Igbos in northern Nigeria, indigenous Igbos in northern Nigeria. You know, the last time I spoke about those in Zamfara, okay, that has been there for the past 400 years, older than the Fulanis of Nigeria. Okay, I talked about that. It will also interest you that we have a lot of them that are over 1,000 years. Okay, indigenous people, and where you have today as northern Nigeria that is over 1,000 years. Okay, now there are those that are over thousands of years. Okay, residing in where you have today as northern Nigeria. And don't forget, all these words I am using, it's because of the colonial system that created northern Nigeria and all that. Okay. As of then, there was nothing like that. Even what you have today as Cameroon, Nigeria, and all that, there was nothing like that. So the old Biafra map stretched to Adamawa.
Ladies and gentlemen, let your mind not be troubled. I am going to give you the full video. You are going to watch it from beginning to the end. Everybody now wants to become an Igbo. I think it is high time we set out a record to be taking records of people who are declaring their intention to join Igbos, so that we know the number of people that our land is going to contain. Not when we begin to accept every Dick and Harry, and at the end of the day, even the ancestral, the people, the owner of the land, will not see where to stay. But that's by the way. The Hausas are waking up from their sleeping slumber, and I'm happy for that. In fact, I do what? I send them kudos for waking up. Something happened on X. That was yesterday. When they are debating about what happened in Port Harcourt or NBA conference or whatever, between P2B, Amechi, and the one that called himself Sowore, who keep on disgracing the Igbos anywhere he finds himself. But I will not blame him, because so the whole blame should go to that human being they called Gringoli, P2B. If he not make himself available, I don't see the reason why somebody like Sowore will open his dirty stinking mouth to insult P2B before the general public, all in the name of politics. Where is Tunumbu that is supposed to be Obi met? He is not there. Where is Atiku that's supposed to be Obi met in terms of politics to a kind of compare and contrast? He is not there. Then P2B make himself a tool before every Tom and Harry and every Dick and Harry to be insulting. And you people have to know one thing. When they insult Obi, if you go online, you will say, oh, they insulted Obi, you as an Igbo man who believes in Biafra ideology, right? What about the Yarebanza and the Yorubastad and baboons and the Fulani cows? It is general. Oh, look at how Sowore is insulting this Igbo man. And the Igbos cannot do anything. That is the headline. So, and I will always have something to tell them. The Fulani cow that wrote that thing, I asked him, where is Erufai? He never answered me. Yorubaboon came his own. Right. I told him, before you can be able to challenge me or P2B or any other that is Igbo man, as long as the planet Earth is concerned, stay your druggy to present his just only primary school certificate. We are okay with that. Let's forget about secondary school or university. The idiot ran. In terms of banter, you can never stand me. If you are Yoruba or Hausa or Fulani, you can never stand me, because I will always have answers to every shenanigan you bring on the table. I pity anybody who don't have mouth, who don't know how to defend himself or herself, or who don't know how to defend this Biafra struggle. Listen to me and listen good. As an Igbo man, want to sharpen your mouth, because these guys are leech. Leech. Igbo leech. Now what they be? They will be first to attack you. When you reply them with the same energy, They begin to cry. Ah, it don't come now. When we talk now, God say, Igbos are being marginalized. Say, thunder will fire you and your papa. We not train you well. We not tell you that, because now, if you cannot be able to fight for Njakre, then you better not go to do Njakre. I don't know what it means Njakre for English. If you know what it means Njakre for English, please, for the interest of those who don't understand our dialect, drop it in the comment section. If you don't know, then for you, whether the Igbo, my dear, go to Google and translate it in Njakre. I don't even know how to write it.
So, what is this news about Igbos that I'm hearing flying all over social media? That Igbos are indigenous in some part of northern Nigeria. Wonder shall never end. I went to Facebook, I saw the video. I went to TikTok, I saw the video. I went to X, Twitter, I saw the video that Igbos are indigenous in some part of northern Nigeria, Adamawa precisely. I say, what thing concern Igbo concern northern Nigeria? Who is pushing this propaganda and what does the person wants to gain at the end of the day? Please, let me just allow you to listen to the video briefly, then I'll come back to tell you something that you need to know. Please, listen to this.
Last time I talked about the Igbos in northern Nigeria, indigenous Igbos in northern Nigeria. You know, the last time I spoke about those in Zamfara, okay, that has been there for the past 400 years, older than the Fulanis of Nigeria. Okay, I talked about that. It will also interest you that we have a lot of them that are over 1,000 years. Okay, indigenous people, and where you have today as northern Nigeria, that is over 1,000 years. Okay, now there are those that are over thousands of years, okay, residing in where you have today as northern Nigeria. And don't forget, all these words I am using, it's because of the colonial system that created northern Nigeria and all that. Okay, as of then, there was nothing like that. Even what you have today as Cameroon, Nigeria, and all that, there was nothing like that. So the old Biafra map stretched to Adamawa. That is why you find these people over there. They are indigenous people. Aside those that migrated with time from some other Igbo communities that migrated with time to those Azis, there are indigenous Igbo communities over there. Do you understand me? That is why the Biafra map, the old Biafra map, stretched across to Adamawa in northern Nigeria. You get what I'm saying? So I will tell you the accounts of migrations, how they migrated, those who has already been there, and some others who came and settled with the people there and all that, how the movement happened. I will tell you in the course of this lecture, okay? I will let you understand all these things, okay? But first, let us go through some of the accounts. You know, I talked about this the last time. The Northerners are happy, the Hausas are happy, okay? And from the comments I'm receiving from them, I feel excited. So because of that, I want to continue. Although the Fulanis are in my comment section bashing me, insulting me and all that, you know, they don't like truth. Nigeria don't like truth. Africa don't like truth. And once you're revealing those things, they are covering. Those things they are hiding, okay? They don't want you to continue, okay? You become a target. You become a threat to them, okay? But in this era of knowing and awakening, everybody must know. Okay, because Nigeria, Africa has been living in deceit, in lies. That is what has been happening. But we must forge ahead. Okay, let me read some comments. Okay, this one says, yes, I am Northern Igbo from Michika local government of Adamawa State. We are called Northern Igbos. See the most interesting thing here. He says, our first daughters are called Ada. Their first daughter are called Ada, A-D-A. Wherever you come across that name is only associated with the Jews. It's only associated with the Hebrews. It is only associated with the Igbos. With the Igbos, that name is exclusively associated to the black Jews. They are the only ones that bears that name, Ada. So wherever you find that name, including the Ada in Ghana, wherever you find that name, know that you have that root. For the Ada in Ghana, I have already confirmed that. I've made researches on that. I've interviewed them and I've gotten the whole information I need. A whole lot of them, they are all, although I will talk about the wider scale. Okay, I will talk about the wider migrant of people. The people you see in Ghana today, you see in Congo, in other places that speaks the Niger Congo, that is part of the Niger Congo family. Okay, they are called, okay, let me not mention it. When it's time to talk about it, I'll talk about it. Okay, so that you understand better. So he says their first daughter is, our first daughters are called Ada. Okay. Now, any woman born on Sunday are called Okamaka. This is the Northerners saying this. You get what I'm saying? We name our kids Chika too. Michika, Chika. Okay. And we are the only tribe in North that marries Igbos easily from the East without challenges. And Igbos marries our daughters without any challenges too. And that is why the Northerners doesn't like us. We don't depend on government. We are industrious and don't depend on, okay, doesn't depend. This is depend on government jobs.
Please do not be deceived or be carried away by all these propagandas. Please, I'm going to once again show you where the map of Igbos, the map of Biafra, where it stands and where it ends. Please, just listen to this and learn. It is not about the propaganda they are pushing. Just listen to the authentic map of Biafra, where it stands and where it ends. Listen to this.
Okay, so do you have a map for Biafra? Where will it start from and where will it end?
First of all, do you know that if I ask you now, Dele, how many states do you have Igbo people in Nigeria? How many states would you tell me? It's a simple question. You're a journalist.
I would say everywhere.
No. I mean where they are indigenous to, where they come from. There could be Igbo people in Lagos, are not from Lagos. The Igbo people. If I ask you right now, how many states in Nigeria do you think that Igbo people are indigenous to? How many would you say? 5 Southeast states? After all, that is the Igbo territory. Is that what you would say?
Yes.
I have a surprise for you. It is 13. Igbo people are indigenous to 13 states of Nigeria. 13. As I told you, those who created Nigeria are in charge of Nigeria. And in order to weaken, to diminish, to render irrelevant every aspiration of an Igbo man, Britain decided to advise the Janjaweed Caliphate to keep redrawing the map until we now have only 5 states. Igbo people are in 13 states. And now let me answer your question. The map of Biafra starts from wherever women tie two-piece wrapper and ends where they stop tying two-piece wrapper. In other words, Biafra land starts from Kogi in the north, in Igala land, Idoma, Igede, all the way to Kodomikodo, Idu land, in Udo, and going down to Bakassi, after Cross River State, and to Bonny and to Opobo in the south. All these are Biafran territories because if you go there, all the
13 states. I want the 13 states.
You want me to name for you the 13 states that make up?
Yes, please.
Kogi, are there Igbo people in Kogi? I'm sure the answer is yes.
Yes.
Indigenous. Are there Igbo people in Edo State? Yes. We agree. In Edo State, there are Igbo people. I'm not talking about Tubiaja, which is Ishan. We'll come to that later. I'm even talking about a place called Igbo Akere. Igbo Akere. Are there Igbo people in Delta State? Yes. Are there Igbo people in Benue? In Benue State, I'm asking you, Izi community is in Benue State. They speak Igbo. The largest market you have in Benue belong to the Igbo communities in Benue State. Are there Igbo people in Cross River? Yes. So Igbo people are in Cross River. Are Igbo people in Akwa Ibom? Yes, E2 is in Akwa Ibom. There are Igbo people. Are there Igbo people in River State? Are there Igbo people there? Of course there are. 90% of River State is Igbo. Are there Igbo people in Bayelsa? And you'll be shocked. YES is the answer. There are Igbo-speaking people inside Bayelsa itself till tomorrow morning. The same way you have Igbo people in Ondo. Are there Igbo people in all the 5? I've counted for you the 6 states that make up the so-called South. Imo, Abia, Anambra, Ebonyi.
Yeah, you've mentioned 9 now. 9 states. 1, 2, 3. Kogi, Edo, Benue, Cross River, Akwa Ibom, Rivers, Bayelsa, Ondo.
Have you added? No, not in Ondo. We're not in Ondo. Igbo is not in Ondo. What is in Ondo is Ijo. Ijo is in Ondo, not Igbo. But okay. Ijo is Biafra, and we'll get to that later. And then you add the 5 southeastern states. You have Imo, you have Anambra, you have Enugu, you have Ebonyi, you have Abia. Add all of them together.
Imo, Anambra, Ebonyi, Abia,
Enugu.
1, 2,
add it to the other 6.
Okay.
5 southeastern states.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think one is missing somewhere.
One cannot be 6 states of the South, 5 states of the Southeast, then Kogi and Benue. And then you get 13. In all these places, you have, I'm not telling you about where they are trading, where they are doing business. People from there are Igbo. They are indigenous.
And you think Kogi would agree to go with Biafra?
No, it's about a referendum. We are asking, what we're asking for is that part of Kogi where women tie 2-piece wrapper. That's all. Your mother will tell you where you come from. If you look at your mother when she dresses up to go to church or to go to a function and she's tying 2-piece wrapper, one on top of the other, then you know you're a Biafran. And I'm telling that's what they do in Kogi, in Enugu State, in Benue State, in Cross River State, all the way down. You can go all the way down to Edo State. It is there till tomorrow morning.
Don't you think you are likely to hit the brick wall if you try to go expansionist, if I could put it that way?
I am an Igbo man. With all due respect, my dear brother, the Yorubas may be comfortable leaving Yoruba people in Togo and the Benin Republic and calling somebody from Sokoto State their brother. I don't intend to do that. Wherever you have Igbo people, they must be together as one. We are not leaving anybody behind. We cannot leave anybody behind. It was the Fulani Janjaweed and the British that caused this problem. You cannot come to my land, you take an Igbo community, you give them to Benue, you give them to Kogi, and you say they're from the north. Ohanese may tolerate it. I will not tolerate it. I can't tolerate it. I am not going to leave one single Igbo community anywhere. They must be part of Biafra. They must be part of Biafra.
What happens? Let's say the other people that you are fighting get provoked and they decide to call your bluff and say, okay, Igbo people in Kaduna, in Katsina, in Sokoto to detend Israel. How will that fit into your plan?
Quite frankly,
before you answer, let me do it as a double warning. And what if the Igbos in those places say they are not interested in joining you?
Hallelujah. We say good riddance. Everything we are doing is based on the consent of the people. There must be a referendum, or should I say referenda, which is the plural, right across the board. We are going to ask people, ethnicity by ethnicity, where they wish to belong. If they say we want to be part of the Janjaweed North, where once in a while you lose your daughter, your wife could be raped, oh, well and good. We let them go. I am a Democrat. I'm not going to force anybody to do anything. And Biafra must come via a referendum. People must agree to it. We are not forcing anyone to do anything. Everything we are saying and doing is geared towards one outcome, a referendum. If they agree, fine. If they don't agree.
So who is going to organize this referendum that you've been talking about?
The United Nations will have to organize it at the right time. They will.
If it is not organized, what is your plan B?
We continue with civil unrest and civil disobedience, boycott of elections. As one of our great heroes said, we will boycott all boycottables until we get what we want. The British never wanted to leave Africa, but they did. Russia never wanted the Soviet Union to break up, but it did. Serbia never wanted Yugoslavia to break up, but it did. Sudan never wanted South Sudan. They never wanted South Sudan to be free. They're free today. Ethiopia never wanted, excuse me, Eritrea to be free, but today Eritrea is free. So that tells you all you need to know. It is not in their hands because you know what? Power belongs to the people. Anything we want is what we're going to get.
Once again, I want to ask this. Do you think this dream is realizable without a war? And are you prepared to fight another war?
This dream can be realized without a war. And let me put it this way, as soon as the people, the various ethnic groups in Nigeria realize what Nigeria means to each and every ethnic group, they will subscribe to our position. So it is realizable without a war. Before the white man came, let me ask you this, because it's an interview, which means you can ask me, because I can ask you. Before the white man came, Was there any Nigeria? Before the white man came, did Nigeria exist? It's a simple question that I'm asking you. Dele, did Nigeria exist before?
It didn't, no.
It didn't exist. Then why are African people, black people dying over something that they did not create? Did any Yoruba man create Nigeria? The answer is no. No Igbo man created Nigeria. No Hausa man did. No Fulani man did. No Kanuri man did. No Jukun man did. When you come to Nigeria, it's always a debate about it is our turn. It is our turn. It is our turn to rule. Now there are over 250 main ethnic groups in Nigeria. If you keep rotating the presidency every 8 years to each and every ethnic group, times 8 by 250, how many years are you going to get? So some people will die many times over. They will reincarnate many times over. The presidency hasn't come to them. Nigeria is a joke and an absolute mess. It was not created by black people. Therefore, it cannot be sustained by black people. I want to see an Africa where a Yoruba nation, a Yoruba mega nation extends from Togo all the way to Edo State. That's what I want. Because that is authentic Africa. I don't know why Africans are so beholden to something that's alien to them. Are you a white man? The looker that created Nigeria is a white man. What are you doing as an African defending something that a white man created out of, should I say, a racist intent? Nigeria was an ordinary company, Royal Niger Company, an ordinary business venture that the British converted into a nation. And Africans are killing themselves, trying to maintain something that a white man created. Sometimes I wonder what type of God made African people. I don't understand it. And that is why you have this neo-colonialism. That is why the British High Commissioner had to go to Tinubu to ask him, how do you end this protest? Because if this protest continues, you're jeopardizing our oil. Nnamdi Kanu can use it as an advantage to go and get Biafra. They asked the army to go in and kill people. You people are being ruled by your colonial masters. Your fate is not in your hand. You're in a country that is 60 years old, so to speak. There is no electricity. If I am a Nigerian, I can't come out and say I'm a Nigerian. I'll be ashamed of myself. For 60 years, you have no electricity. For 60 years, no good roads. For 60 years, no good schools. For 60 years, your politicians are traveling abroad for medical treatment. I ask you, what is there to be proud of about Nigeria? Name one thing you can be proud of. Name one thing. It's a question I'm asking you, Dele. Tell me one thing you can be proud of in Nigeria.
Nigerians are amongst the brightest people in the world, including the Igbo people, of which you are one. A very brilliant man. That is Nigeria in your DNA.
I was born a Biafran, not a Nigerian. Nigeria is a historical mistake.
Was there a birth certificate at that time that wrote Biafra on it?
Of course, yes. You want me to show you? I'll show it to you. I can email it to you. It's not here with me right now. I can email it to you. My person is Biafra.
I don't mind.
I will email it to you. So you see, what I'm asking is, if Nigeria never existed until the white man came, why are you, as a black African man, defending it? What's a white man created? Why? When you have Yorubas in Benin Republic, Yoruba is in Togo, they speak your language, they eat your food, they dress the same way you do, you have the same culture, the same value system, the same orientation, and I'm asking you, and the white man came from Europe and said, oh, you are Yoruba from Togo, you speak French. You're Yoruba from Benin Republic, you're going to speak French. But you're Yoruba from Nigeria, you speak English. Are people not perturbed by that? That level of dehumanization, that level of subjugation. You see, one thing that shocks me about Africa and their class of intellectuals is the fact that they are willing to swallow hook, line, and sinker anything the colonial master gives to them. And I've asked you this very question. Can you go to Europe and create a country as a black man? The answer is no. Then why must you accept what a white man is doing in Africa? Do you see why we are poor and very backwards? Do you see why Nigeria can never have 24 hours of electricity? Never, ever, ever, ever. Because the foundation is faulty.
Anyway, my good people of Biafra, the message that comes, and what happened there, we need to also do something about it. Hausas, they said they have indigenous Hausas in Hausa land. And then I begin to ask some questions. Waiting the war in Igbo. Must you people have indigenous anywhere you go? Anywhere they cook Pakam, even if you go to Somaliland, you will find indigenous Igbo there. If you go to Iran, you will find indigenous Igbo there. When I told you here that our population, nobody know about population, some people think I was joking. Some even tell me I talk too much. Why must I say something like that? Just like one idiotic Yoruba man came to my comment section yesterday. I post something for my people. You carry your busybody come. Who invited you? Tombo fly. Who invited you? Igbos are to the hype on ourselves. To the hype on ourselves. I thank one of my fans that replied to yesterday. All the whole revenue that's coming from Lagos is receiving. Who are the ones bringing it? The monkey couldn't reply. Because I praise my people. Yes, I praise them. If he pay you, go and praise your own people. As simple as that. If you see me on your page while you praise them and I begin to badmouth you, then whatever you like, do to me. Why is it that you people can't even mind your business? When I'm praising my people, I never call you. I never even make any reference to you. Why is he paying you? Because I'm praising my people. Say we should overhype ourselves. Anything jealousy cannot do does not exist. We don't have much time. We have wasted much of time today because I'm outside and went for a business meeting. So let me just go straight to the comment section. And please, if you watch this message, you don't share it, my brother. You watch that message, I share it. As only they are coming. Nnamdi Kanu said it. They are coming. And they will keep coming. There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing I can do about it. Everybody wants to be Igbo. Benue, Igbo. Plateau, Igbo. Taraba, Igbo. Very soon you will see Zamfara. Even Bello Tunji, feel come now saying, Grandpapa, Papa, na Igbo. That one no go accept them. No go Bello. No go accept them. But anyway, something that happened for internet now, my brother. The internet is into fire. The next message you are going to see here is about Ngozi or Abeze sending out a very important message Simon Ekpa give to the Biafrans. Look at it. They said, final directive from the PM and the Chief of State. All must obey USB. He said, I quote, all must obey USB. The message is out there. You can as well. Anyway, that is our next message. I'm coming back. Igbos. Okay, Theodore said, the Igbos, indigenous in the north, must not themselves dare or trace their ancestral lands. On Biafra we stand. I don't know what it means. Somebody replied to him and said, Wham. Sonny said, praise your day, oh. Everybody wants to be Igbo. My brother, this one said, retire me. I have the map. That is why when you hear Yoruba and so many other yarn, no challenge, I believe that things will one day solve itself. Igbo do not know that there was exactly why Britain brought Fulani to fill in their space. No argument yet. Nobody's asking who and when people get to occupying Igbo land, even with plans to cast them to Lekki River. In Ghana, there are also indigenous Igbos, according to this our brother. Dando say you cannot tell people who they are. If they are Igbos, let them say so, and we will accept them as one with us. Anyway, come back break here. Let me go and check something. Come just check Yem City Noko and they coming back. Next Yem City Noko with the next message where they come, may notice say I cook something and they're going to give you a message. One day, our figures of speech. Oh, and have a nice day. I'm going to continue to bless us. Today, now Wednesday, and today, now 26th day in the month of August in the year of 2026. I'll be right back.
Jail Nnamdi Kanu tomorrow. Another person will come out.
Okay.
Because that is the ideology. I keep saying Biafra is an ideology. The things the youths are seeing in the southeast is what drives them. You have in the southeast, they arrest young people, young boys, they charge them for terrorism, they call them IPOP, they lock them up. You arrest bandits in the north. You arrest terrorists in the north. And what do? You call them repentant. And you reintegrate them back into the society. What kind of justice system is that? So we must be honest with ourselves in this country. If we want peace, let us look at peace from the aspect of justice. Because any peace devoid of justice is peace of the graveyard.